Every year, there is a buildup for tentpole releases of major video game franchises and games. However, there's also video game studios and publishers that make excellent titles all year long in genres, in simulations, in games that you didn't even know that you wanted until you saw an article, you read about it, or you saw someone with a preview. In this Delve live stream, we're going to take a look at some of these games that you might find interesting. It's now time to delve live. Hello, welcome to another live stream of Delve Live. I'm Tom Morris. Delve is Delve is a show where we discuss everything pop culture, from video games to comic books to animation to movies to series. Pop culture is just so vast. And that's the theme of this episode is look what I can do in this game, because there's always games. You can be a superhero, you can be the ace fighter pilot, you can be the kung fu master. But what if you wanted to be something different? What if you wanted something that is off the beaten path, or something a little bit more than just the average mega tentpole release? So we're going to talk about that in this episode of Delve Live. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Let's see. And with that, let's get ready to delve. This week's been pretty amazing for video games, as Nintendo had their Indie Showcase and Microsoft had their ID at Xbox. These games, along with some others, got me thinking when I saw the trailers, wow, there are so many independent game studios and publishers, small groups of talented people that are making some really classic video games franchises. When what I mean by that is, you wouldn't necessarily think of, oh, I want to do this in a game, or I want to do this, or I want to explore a certain element, until you've seen these trailers and you appreciate just how much energy and time is put into that. That is what we're going to talk about. I have 4 titles that we're going to discuss. I'm going to show you pictures, and I'm going to show you game trailers, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to be in these games. Our first game that has been out for a while is Overcooked All You Can Eat. A little history on Overcooked. It's made by Team 17. They came out with Overcooked 1 and Overcooked 2. It was a 4-player co-op game where you really were a chef. So in this game, you could be a chef. They had a little quest mode where you had to go in different kitchens, almost stages, and you had to craft dishes and score points to get to the next level. It is a crazy game where you can make recipes, you can experiment. I'm telling you what, you could probably lose some friendships over this. If you want to be a chef, play this game, but I'll tell you what, don't be surprised if you're the only chef in the kitchen afterwards. Let's look at some of the pictures for the newest release that they had called Overcooked All You Can Eat. This new standalone game includes beautiful remasters of both original games and all their extra content, plus exclusive new levels and chefs in a brand new assist mode. For the first time in the series, you can play with all your friends on other platforms with cross-platform online multiplayer for all levels. We're talking Overcooked 1 and 2. Overcooked All You Can Eat key features are: every mouthful includes every piece of Overcooked and Overcooked 2 content, remastered and available in 60 frames per second and 30 frames per second on Nintendo Switch, and up to 4K resolution. So people that's got it on Steam, got it on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, you're going to be playing in 4K, beautiful, making some chef recipes. Multiple multiplayer courses. Levels originally from Overcooked are playable with online multiplayer support for the very first time. with every Overcooked All You Can Eat kitchen also featuring cross-play functionality in a post-launch update, which has since happened. Exclusive new kitchens and cooks, new levels, new chefs, and additional skins for every single chef, all exclusive to Overcooked All You Can Eat. There's trophies and achievements, brand new trophy and achievement sets for players to unlock. Cooking for all, which I think this is a really nice feature. Accessibility options and an all-new assist mode opens the game for more players than ever before. Also, you can pet the dog. Alongside the 80 playable chefs on offer, the original Calamitous Food Connoisseur, Disney's The Muppet Swedish Chef, is also available. Overcooked All You Can Eat also includes new accessibility options, which we mentioned, and an assist mode, which features increased level times, boosted score awards. Let me see here. Boosted score awarded for each meal, lengthened recipe times, and the ability to turn off expiration too. The accessibility option includes colorblind-friendly chef indicators, which I think is important for a lot of games, a scalable user interface, and ability to enable dyslexia-friendly text. Here are some of the pictures for Overcooked 1 and 2. You see the different locations. Let me zoom in as you see the chefs making their food. You've got your plates, you've got your choppers. Very cool. I played a little bit of it. I'm telling you, it is addicting, and it is also frustrating. We talk about the game, we show pictures. Let us watch a game trailer.
Peggy 3.
That trailer is a little old. That game has since been released for all the platforms: Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series X, S and X, and Steam. For Jeremy Holder posted on there that he has the game as well, 1 and 2. But I think getting the remastered version, having all those additional stages, levels to play on multiplayer, all the different chefs, I believe it's the ultimate foodie package. If you want to get your Iron Chef, if you want to be a chef, you want to play in a fun game, like Josh posted in the comments, it looks too stressful. If you want to lose some friendships, but you want to be a chef, Overcooked All You Can Eat, and it's still coming out with content. I just watched a video today on the birthday level content where you're making celebrations for cakes and everything. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to give it a try, and it will definitely be in a future episode of Now Playing, my secondary series where you see me talk and play video games. Our next game, have you ever wanted to be a grape? Garden Story, which was just released on Steam and Switch. Well, what is Garden Story? Well, let's find out. Unify a broken community as the newly appointed Guardian of the Grove. Transverse a vibrant island to combat evasive rot, inspire its inhabitants, and rebuild your home. You won't have to do this alone. Fruity friends await, ready to lend a hand. Garden Story. In Garden Story Concord, the youngest grape in the grove is now a guardian, and it's their job to help restore the island. That's a lot to shoulder for a grape barely off the vine. And more than a few inhabitants are skeptical they have what it takes. Fortunately, Concord has friends like Elderberry, Rana, and Fuji on their side. With their help, you can take on the dangerous rot and find ways to encourage other residents to assist in the efforts. This game is made by Picogram, and it is going to be published by Rose City Games. The Grove is your home, and your work will affect change for the better. Protect your friends, gather precious materials, and repair social ties and structures by bringing the fruits, fungi, and frogs of each village together as they work to fend off the rot that threatens to destroy your home for good. Guide Concord's restoration efforts and earn the trust of the community. Help others with their problems, and they'll offer you help in turn. There's plenty of work to be done, but don't forget to take time and appreciate this lush world and the fruits of your labor. Listen to the sweet and catchy music of the island. Relax in the grove's cozy and inviting atmosphere. Cultivate gardens and libraries, and enjoy the delightful personalities you'll meet along the way. A little history about the publisher, the developer and publisher. Picogram first began developing Garden Story in March 2018 and signed with publisher Rose City Games in June 2019, allowing them to begin full-time work on the game. While Picogram previously participated in game jams to create titles like P.E. Nor and Goodbye Doggy, this is their first commercial title. Game jams are kind of, I would imagine they'd be timed challenges, how fast you can create a game if you got so many hours to create, or days, with the particular subject and including these in the games. Thematically, Garden Story encourages stewardship in your community, and its adventures are centered around helping those around you and working together towards a common goal. Nothing is accomplished alone. Garden Story is an action RPG, but the action isn't isolated to combat. Gardening, building, fixing are given equal attention and reward. Picogram wants to highlight honest work and showcase the importance of coming together when times get tough. These themes, combined with Picogram's distinctive pixel art style, help cultivate an environment for players to navigate the challenges and rewards of community involvement. With unique towns and characters, Picogram hopes to provide an entertainment that players can call a home away from home. This gives me a Zelda feeling, if I'm being honest with you, with the pixel art, the overhead top-down view, some of the way the characters move, as you'll see in some of the videos here in a minute. And here's some of the features. Explore a lush living world. Immerse yourself in the Grove's vibrant organic ecosystem with 4 distinct and adorable regions to enjoy. Foster community. Take on requests, complete favors, and work as a role model to provide inhabitants with the confidence to support one another. Don't be afraid to ask for help. We're rebuilding together. Combat rot. Solve puzzles and fend off rot as you delve into particularly infested locations of the Grove. Take caution, especially formidable rot have taken residence in the depths of these areas. Experiment with equipment. Utilize a variety of items to help gather resources, grow gardens, stave off rot, solve puzzles, and indulge in the occasional musical interlude. Cultivate your home. Care for garden plots, gather resources, create libraries, upgrade your tools, and rebuild structures. Definitely has some action RPG elements. Like I said, the game has that, just reminds me of Zelda. Let's take a look at gameplay trailer, the launch trailer for Garden Story. What do you think of that? Throw me something in the comments. Let me know what you thought of that particular title and trailer. Okay, we have covered, do you want to be a chef? You can be a chef in the game. You can be an adventuring grape, bringing unity and defeating the rot. Maybe you don't want to be on this planet anymore. Let's explore another frontier. How many of you, if you have the opportunity to explore a new planet, and I guess if you want to be a frontiers person, how many of you would take that opportunity and say, see you later? Well, there is a game for you now that's coming soon. It is called Lightyear Frontier. Lightyear Frontier, let's take a look about what this game is about. It hasn't been released yet, but it definitely looks very interesting. Lightyear Frontier is developed by Frame Break and published by Amplifier Game Invest. The current plan is early access before the full release, and right now the platforms are Xbox Series X and S and Steam. Lightyear Frontier is an open world farming exploration game with crafting, resource management, and base building, wrapped in a mystery-driven narrative with Cosmic Country soundtrack. Play 1 to 4 players in online co-op, discover and cultivate alien plants, domesticate wildlife, endure the elements, and build your new home away from home. You can craft, build, and grow. Make use of the environment to craft and build your farm. Find and grow new resources on your own. Cultivate your crops with farming mechanics like you've never seen before. Use your harvest to improve your mech and venture further into the planet's exotic ecosystem. Farm and explore alone or as a group. Play solo or invite up to 3 other players to your planet. Whether you want to start a farm together with your friends or just give them a quick tour, you can open your planet up for visitors whenever you want. Take care of your harvest. Endure a multitude of weather conditions and other environmental hazards through 4 distinct seasons and take the necessary precautions to save your harvest. Explore a planet with the past. Venture into the unknown, discover ancient ruins, and uncover the secrets of your planet to decipher a message that has waited for eons to be heard. Create your new home on the Lightyear Frontier. You are free to build anywhere and customize your farm to your liking. A plethora of constructs and cosmetic tools allow you to build the exo farm of your dreams. Don't forget to take a break between exploration and farm work. Features. Like we said earlier, you can explore a vast new planet packed to the brim with resources and mysteries. Customize and improve your very own tractor mech with an assortment of unique mech parts to overcome the planet's obstacles and maintain your exo farm. Play solo or with up to 3 friends with online cross-play. making it easy to build your exofarm together or simply give a tour of your planet. Discover and cultivate a wide range of exotic plants to grow your own resources and create a sustainable lifestyle. Domesticate different species of alien wildlife with a complete breeding and genetic system. Build your farm with various customizable constructs and create the off-world homestead of your dreams. Endure environmental hazards in the form of varying weather conditions through changing seasons and other hardships. Join an interstellar neighborhood, partner up with your local scanner satellite, and befriend your off-planet neighbors. Follow a mystery-driven narrative and explore ruins left behind by unknown entities. Relax to a chill cosmic country soundtrack with just the right mix of space and country vibes to immerse yourself in the exploration of Lightyear Frontier. Just a little bit about Frame Break. It's a small studio founded in 2018 based in Sweden. Part of the Amplifier Game Invest, Frame Break aims to create games that break the mold of pre-established game genres. Frame Break is building a studio environment where everyone has creative input and can influence the game beyond their own disciplines. Remember how I talked about we're going to watch some video? Well, here is a trailer for Lightyear Frontier. You see in the end trailer there, you can follow the development of Lightyear Frontier at lightyearfrontier.com. That's going to be very interesting because there's always these settlement games, the Frontier. If you ever played Civilization, where you're colonizing a new land, but now literally you're 3D colonizing a new planet and you're going off into space. So if you want to be a chef, we've got Overcooked. If you want to be Concord the Grape, like Josh said earlier, Stardew Valley vibes, you've got Garden Story. If you want to just get off this planet and go colonize and be a frontier space person, you've got Lightyear Frontier. They say, though, that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Or maybe is it the grass is greener on the other side, or if you fertilize it. I do know that with the grass is greener, I know it but I don't do it, is a lot of people take care of their lawns, immaculate lawns. They landscape it, the landscaping. Have you ever wanted to just, instead of going out and doing it yourself, have you ever wanted to maybe do a virtual lawn mowing simulator? That's right. If you want to, and if you're interested, there is a game that has been released on Steam and Xbox Series SX, and maybe we'll see it called Lawn Mowing Simulator. I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. I tell you what, though, when I saw this and I went, people that know me know that I do not go outdoors very often. You can hardly ever get me to pull weeds on a good day. It's like, it's something that I'm not capable of. I'm capable of doing it. I don't like doing it, but I do it. But you've seen those lawns where you're like, wow, how do they get those lawns? Or they're going out and the big lawnmowers that they're taking immaculate care with their landscape. So their landscape. Well, if you want to be in the lawn mowing business, then Lawnmower Simulator is just for you. Lawn Mowing Simulator explores the great British countryside and invites players to ride an authentic and expansive roster of licensed lawnmowers from prestigious manufacturers. Toro, SCAG, and STIGA, which I'm sure it's pronounced some way, as they manage their mowing business. And this is brought out by Curve Digital. Experience the beauty and detail of mowing the great British countryside in Lawn Mowing Simulator, featuring licensed vehicles as well as authentic grass and vehicle physics. Lawn Mowing Simulator aims to create the precision driving and cutting of a professional lawnmower driver. Players can build an empire in career mode. Head to challenges to try some twists on the standard play. Or just go to free mow for some no pressure play. When I first saw this pop up in my feed on trailers, I went, you've got to be kidding me. But I tell you, after reading some of this and after watching the trailer, I want to try this game. I seriously do. Here are 2 trailers for it. The announcement trailer is first. This first trailer is saying coming summer 2021. Xbox ID, what is it? ID at Xbox, independent developer. Here's the newest trailer for it. Like I said, until you've seen this trailer, it looks really fun. It looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to try it, but I think it's gonna be available on Xbox Game Pass. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. But if someone has an Xbox Series X, Jeremy Holder, maybe you should check this out and give us a report. What I think is neat when watching some of the other trailers is you can update, you can literally grow your own business. You can start like just in a small garage, upgrade it, go to different lawnmowers. So it has a lot of simulation aspects, like a Sim City, like they said, a farming simulator. That's really cool. Resource management. And I did like the lawn physics. So if you want to get that perfect lawn, that if you want to call it a golf course lawn, you have the physics, upgrade your equipment. Yeah, it's really interesting. And I really enjoy that there's some hobbies out there that are getting some game titles or gameplay mechanics featured into it. Which is going to bring us to our question, Delve's pop question. What is a subject or a hobby that you would like to see in a video game? something that you hobby that you like, something that you have an interest in that you would like to see part of a video game, either a full title or part of gameplay mechanics. Throw that up in the comments. We'll give you a moment. Let's take a look at some of the comments that we have for this evening. Jeremy Holder, you have Overcooked 1 and 2. What do you think of that? Yeah, the Mario Party for cooking, but you definitely, I would tell you this. I don't think afterwards you playing a game of Overcooked, if you're playing it, you have too many friends afterwards that want to come back and say, hey, let's all get frustrated and play Overcooked. I've seen it happen. I watch a few gameplay videos of Overcooked and it looks way too stressful for me to handle. Yeah, why don't you come in sometime? I'll put it on my Switch and you can try it for about 5 seconds. And please don't throw my Switch across the room when you say I can't handle it, because it is definitely it is stressful. Yes, the Swedish Chef crossover. They have a picture. If you go to Team 17's website for Overcooked, they show a picture of the Swedish Chef. I want to try that. I want to see if they have his signature sounds as well. Like, that would be pretty cool. Yes, Garden Story definitely gives off Zelda vibes, plus some Stardew Valley vibes as well. Yes. Township Tale in this episode. Oh, geez, I'm going to be honest with you. Did I look at that one or not? There were just so many games that I could put in this episode. I just wanted to feature some that stood out to me. But definitely, if you've seen some of those games that you're like, oh, wow, I want to throw it in the comments. Let me know, because I'm always will go research and take a look. Lightyear Frontier looks cool. It does look cool. I hope that it definitely, as they develop it, it goes on. It comes out for other platforms. But it definitely exploring I think it was Star Trek Space, the Final Frontier. So let's get out in space and let's make a good frontier for everyone. Authentic grass physics made me do a spit take. I don't know how that would happen until we have to see it. Maybe if you plant certain type of grass that it's easier to mow, or you have to maintain it a certain way, you got to give it enough fertilizer and water. That would be interesting. Imagine lawn mowing simulator in VR. I did think of that. I did think about that. If you did have the option to put it in VR and then you're riding the lawnmower as you go, yeah, that would be pretty awesome. Then all they would need, what would they think of next? I think they'd need an optional DLC where you buy physical packs of certain smells of your garden or the lawnmower. And I would think too that they should have a garden simulator. That would be kind of neat in a way, if you could plant your own flowers and just cultivate this garden, and then in the garden having butterflies or different bees coming and pollinate, and then sharing with garden stuff. I think that would be neat too for a fun, relaxing game. I would say PC building, but there's a game for that. But I would like to see another Nintendogs. I'm surprised they haven't done that. And I'm shocked that there's no comic book shop management sim that I'm aware of. I would almost think there is. Or maybe some type of shop management, but maybe not comic books. But throw out the idea. That's the whole thing, is maybe there's some ideas out there in the future that people are thinking, these indie groups, these passionate developers and publishers are, okay, bring out some comic book shop simulators, or bring out a garden simulator, or take care of your goldfish. How many of you remember the Sega Dreamcast game Seaman that actually had Leonard Nimoy's voice on there? These quirky titles are fun to look at. These quirky titles are fun to play for people. It doesn't have to be the AAA experience that we all want to play. It could be something just small that a lot of people have an interest in. Hummingbirds in a garden. Yes, I was thinking that exact hummingbirds in the garden. I was thinking about that when I saw Lawnmower Simulator. I want to thank everyone again for watching this episode of Delve Live. In the comments, let me know what games that you would like to see made, or some of your hobbies, passions that you would have an interest in seeing explored. Because pop culture, like I said, it doesn't always have to be these massive AAA $300 million expensive budgets. It can be these smaller titles, such as we've seen with Josh brought up Stardew Valley, or Overcooked, or Garden Story, or any of these other titles that people are just passionate about and want to create fun games for everyone. I like looking at this. We can always talk about the big games, but let's talk about some of these smaller titles and bring light to them and give them a try. Who knows? Maybe in a couple years from now, there'll be Garden Simulator DLC with the Hummingbird Garden expansion pack, or maybe the Lightyear Frontier will have other cross compatibility where PlayStation 5 owners are now getting to explore, or you have another Zelda game that is actually being brought out by an indie developer like they had with the music one. It's just so much fun to see what's out there and seeing people out there that are getting together and making these games. Most VR titles are indie titles. Well, and then that's some great ideas to start playing bite-sized games. So thank you for watching this episode of Delve Live. I want to remind everyone that I have started a new series called Now Playing, where you'll see me play some of these games that we've talked about here in past episodes. If you didn't catch it earlier this week, I did a episode with Galaga, Pac-Man, and Dig Dug. I'm going to go and bring some retro arcade games and then play some different ones, varying up depending on where we are in terms of game releases or something. But I'll play for a half hour. I'll talk about the game. You'll see me play very good or very bad, or maybe somewhere in between. But that will usually happen on Monday and Tuesday. And then Delve Live is always on Thursday night. So thank you for watching. And until next time, keep on delving.